Jayden, just kind of how did you navigate the game, foul trouble early, and just emotionally tonight with the crowd? Just what was it like for you out there tonight?
I mean, it was cool. It didn't affect me at all. I've been in foul trouble before, and games early in games it's just being going out there being competitive. I hear the crowd. None of it affects me. It just brings the energy and juice out of me.
Were you expecting them to get a little chippy with you tonight at different times, and kind of what was your plan to deal with that?
Yeah, it just things happen throughout the game. You try not to let them affect you mentally and physically, but yeah, it's a physical game. I mean, both teams playing physical. It don't have nothing to do nothing dirty or nothing like that though.
Jayden, all the turnovers on offense, just what did you see that was creating that, and what made it hard to take care of the ball?
Really just silly turnovers. Some myself, just throwing the ball to the other team, and just playing too fast. I would say it was kind of a little rushing our offense a little bit, so we was making silly mistakes. But it's on me. I got to be better. Not fouling early in the game and just taking care of the ball. Like 4 turnovers, I usually don't do that.
Is any part of that human nature, just being up 3-1 and maybe not having the desperation that they played with, or?
Nah, I think if we cut down 10 of them turnovers, I think we come out with a win. So it's just being smarter and playing the smarter brand of basketball that won us the three games already.
Jayden, going back to what you were saying earlier, Mike said in the locker room, it seemed like at times they're maybe trying to egg you on a little bit or irritate you with having playing you this or that. Did you feel that at any point? How did you just kind of adjust to that mentally?
Nah, I really ain't feel too much. Besides the crowd, it's all fun to me. I don't really care. I feed into it, so it's just we just got to get the job done next game, and then there's no more talking.
What is it like though to come into an opposing arena and be like their villain?
It's cool. I mean, I like it. You see, I'm probably shaking my head the whole time they booing me. I'm laughing, so they can't get in my head. I already expect it to come.
Why didn't the ball swing quite as much tonight, offensively?
I think we just being a little stagnant, just got away from what we did the first 3 games to win, and just we did it at certain times, just not as quick and as efficient, and then just transition. I feel like the first half we didn't get out and run as much, but I feel like we know what we need to do to win the next game.
Jayden, obviously it's different to some extent not playing with Anthony Godwin out there. You know that going into the game, I'm sure, but in what ways did you feel the difference of them not being there?
It's really just the gravity they carry for real. Like you can't help off Dante, you can't help off Ant. So that's pretty much it. But I feel like we still get a good job. Like Jalen Clark came in, played a great defense. TJ came in, did the same, just going at people, scoring the ball. So we got guys, we're deep. So like I'm not really worried about it.
It seemed like they were like packing the paint a little bit more in the gaps and stuff like that. Did you think that was a product of not having those guys out there, or kind of like an adjustment they made to try to take away the lane from you guys?
I think it's just an adjustment. I feel like we've been living in the paint all series. So I mean, if they want to win, they got to keep us out of it. So.
Jayden, you've been telling us for years that you love playing on the road and would rather play on the road. Is this the type of environments that you prefer?
Yeah, I love this environment. Everyone hate me. All the hate's coming towards me. I love it. I mean, I don't care. I feed into it. Like I said earlier, it just brings the best out of me, and we just end up losing today, but we're gonna win the next one.
They switched up their rotation, shooting us out there, Tyus Jones. I mean, did you feel adjustments from them, or was it just that?
Nah, I ain't feel nothing. It was really just our turnovers that held us back this game, and yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Anything else? Thanks, James.
Ball movement amidst physicality that you want.
I mean, the ball movement was there. I thought the ball movement was there. We didn't make the plays that were right in front of us. So I thought there was really good opportunities to make those plays. So I thought we started the game too, wanting to make all the home run plays, instead of making all the plays that help us get into the ball game and make the rhythm plays.
Chris, did you feel like that was like an adjustment by Denver's defense to kind of put you in situations where they're going for those?
I mean, they were more physical. They put 2 on the ball, against the same guys they've been doing so. Put 2 on IO for the first time, it was, the physicality was certainly was key to that.
What did you see from your defense? It seemed like the turnovers put you in a terrible spot, obviously,
Yeah.
but just in general, what did you think of that performance?
Right. I mean, they had 23 fast break points. You know, a lot of them were just turnover led by us. You know, I thought defensively, a lot of game plan mistakes early. You know, I think we were very sharp with the game plan. Yeah, it was turnovers more than anything else.
Coach, you mentioned the physicality. I know we only played about 11 minutes, but how much did having Valanciunas out there, you think, contribute to their physicality or their approach?
I mean, he's a physical player, but I don't know if it was necessarily all him.
In general, Jayden, obviously just a lot of, anti-Jayden sentiment in the building tonight. Were you guys expecting that kind of coming back to Denver for him? And how does he handle those moments?
I mean, his second foul was ridiculous. So he got foul trouble early, so that really hurt him more than anything else. I thought Jayden had a clear line to the basket. I thought Johnson comes over, and so I thought that was a tough start more than anything else. I mean, I don't think Jayden's worried about whether they boo him when they touch his ball. So.
Chris, without Ant and Dante, obviously you miss what they bring for you, but functionally it changes your starting lineup and your rotation a bit. What was that like I know you had foul trouble and stuff to manage, but what was just kind of different when you have a different starting lineup and are playing different players?
Yeah, I mean, we knew coming in that we would have to be able to go whatever way we thought. We didn't have anything particularly set. Thought the different lineups that, at certain times looked good, and the same lineup, didn't perform. So I have to look at it a little bit closer and figure it out. So.
It's in the first 4 games that getting all the way to the rim was such an advantage for you guys, but with them kind of packing the paint a little bit more defensively, it seemed like that was part of their goal, was to take away the rim there. When a defense is playing that way and you know that's an advantage you have, how do you go about still getting those good looks at the basket?
Well, I didn't like our decision making in the paint. The decision making in and around the rim was not good for the most part. Sometimes you got to finish better, and sometimes you got to make the play that's there. So, but I thought we didn't really do a good job in and around the paint with our decision making.
Chris, you went away from Mike in the later half of the third quarter, the fourth quarter. Was that just trying to get pace going or defensive adjustment?
It was just, they were on a little bit of a run, trying to shake up the lineup that was on the floor. Once they got up kind of big, it just kind of rolled with who was ever out there. And then after, Mike having sit for a long time, I didn't want to go back to him. So it was nothing really with Mike. It was just trying things at that point in time. So.
TJ got scoring late in the game there, had some moments throughout the game. Just kind of, where do you see him fitting in this series moving forward?
Yeah, I thought, certainly really good offensively. Defensively, I think his first shift was full of a lot of game plan mistakes. I think we got to clean that up for sure. Offensively, he's proven he can be a weapon for us.
Chris, when just simplicity with decision making is the fix, is that, I guess, an easier thing to adjust to than other things?
Well, we'll look at it. We'll look at it. I don't want to say it's just as easy as that, but we'll look at it. And I do think we got to start by getting back to making the right play that's in front of us. I don't think we did that well tonight. It started from the jump.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Julius, just all of the turnovers that you guys had, just what did you feel was going on out there that was kind of causing that?
Yeah, I think we were just all just trying to make plays and being a little bit too much of that, us just trying to do it on our own. They're not playing any differently than they play all series, so we just got to continue to make the right plays, the easy plays. And, I'll take accountability for that. 5 turnovers for me is too much.
Did you notice any differences from them defensively? You guys have kind of had your way with them the last couple of games. Did they do anything differently?
No, we had 25 turnovers and still scored 113 points, so no, I don't think so.
Julius, you guys have spent a lot of time this season without Ant. You guys know how to operate offensively without him, but just in a playoff atmosphere, did you notice anything different just with everybody kind of getting elevated a little bit in terms of their role offensively?
I mean, I just think we were all trying to press and make plays, on our own a little bit too much. The formula is still the same, so we don't have to change that. We'll be better next game.
And just obviously Jayden backed everything up in Minnesota in games 3 and 4. Just struggles a little bit tonight. Obviously the foul trouble early, I'm sure, kind of took him out of a rhythm. Just kind of how do you guys rally around him, just knowing how important he's going to be in the rest of the series?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of us in foul trouble, but we just got to find a way to play through it. We knew that they were going to play with a certain energy and physicality coming into this game, so just got to learn to play through it and move on to the next play. We gave ourselves a chance in the end, not turn the ball over, stuff like that. So Jayden will be better next year. He'll be fine. I'm not worried about it.
When you go home for Game 6, do you have to play with a sense of urgency, or how do you keep that at bay, or how do you approach that game?
Win the game. Simple as that. Don't beat ourselves. I feel like we beat ourselves tonight, so just win the game, make the simple plays, don't beat ourselves, and play defense.
Then on top of that, when they kind of like throw, some players that maybe haven't played much in this series at you guys, does that change anything? Does that change? I mean, or does that get you guys off guard a little bit, or how do you view that? Like Spencer Jones and Tyus.
No, I mean those guys. Tyus hasn't played, but Spencer Jones has played. So those guys we were familiar with. They made shots tonight, so credit to them. A lot of that was off of our mistakes and turnovers, to be honest. So we kind of gave them a rhythm early. So, like I said, we just got to protect the ball better, make sound plays on the offensive end, and just play solid defense. In the half court, we're pretty good. We've been good at not letting them get fast break points all series, and they had 23 tonight. So, we got to handle that, but we'll do better next year.
Julius,